2020 virtual graduation ceremony with the Anchorage School District and Alaska Middle College School.
Hello, I'm Dr. Kern McGinley, and I've had the honor and privilege to serve this wonderful class, our school, and our great community as the principal of the Alaska Middle College School. Please join me in acknowledging the proud and talented staff of the Alaska Middle College School who have put their heart and soul into delivering the very best education to our students. AMCS staff, you're making AMCS a great school for students. We thank you for that. Congratulations, AMCS graduates. This is a significant moment. I'm delighted to share the excitement with you. It's time to celebrate your achievement with your families, friends, and teachers. This is a time to look back at the educational journey that began 13 long years ago. This is a pivotal moment where your educational journey forward begins. I'm extremely confident in this class for many reasons. To begin with, you know how to take action and set goals. You made a choice to join the Alaska Middle College School. You found a unique opportunity to connect with a school that offers students a combined high school and college education. And, more importantly, you know how to adapt and overcome unforeseen challenges that have altered your school years. Looking back, there have been significant life-altering events. On November 30th, 2018, there was the earthquake that rattled our city, resulting in extensive damage and the permanent closure of the Chugiak Eagle River CERC campus. Then, on September 30th, 2019, the UAA admin building had a small fire that shut down classrooms for 2 weeks. And most recently, we're responding to the COVID-19 pandemic. With grace, perseverance, and courage, you did not let these situations disrupt your education. Thus, with your unique education and the challenges you faced, you are the generation I'm looking at who is equipped to solve the global problems we are facing. High school graduation is your launch into the adult life. And for you, it is a jump start into your college career. At the AMCS, our goal was to ready you for college success. You juggled a very busy and challenging high school life. Thus, you are well prepared to continue to advance upon the college foundation that we have set in place. So, class of 2020, you have made us proud and we're excited to celebrate your success. Although we missed out on our traditional graduation, please remember, the diploma you received with the Alaska Middle College School and your name on it signals that you are well on your way to earning a college degree. Your achievement is an investment in your future, and there is no doubt you are ready to do great things with your life. So we know you're smart, face challenges, and made a great choice with your high school education at AMCS. We hope you will be good and always do the right thing. We hope you will make good decisions in college. We hope you will build relationships and have loyal and true friends. We hope you will find a way to contribute to the world in the work that you will do. You were a great class. We enjoyed helping you and we won't forget you. Don't be a stranger. Come back and share your stories of success with us. Once again, congratulations to the AMCS class of 2020. Thank you.
I would like to start off by thanking my mom and dad, family, friends, and teachers for helping me get to where I am today. I would also like to thank all of the UAA and Alaska Middle College School faculty who have made this program possible. Thomas Edison once said, "Many of life's failures are people who did not realize how close they were to success when they gave up." Every single person who is graduating today is graduating because they didn't give up. Class of 2020, these past 4 years definitely haven't been the most normal years of high school experienced by any group of students. Despite that, no matter how crazy and stressful school and life got at times, we've persevered through it all. Through perseverance, we've already taken on the challenge of college, handled unpredictable disasters, and we will continue achieving success in the future. For the past year or two, we've taken on the challenge of an actual university. Leaving behind what's familiar is never easy. When we started here, we left behind most things high school. Sure, some people joined AMCS with their friends, or they stayed connected with their home high school through clubs and sports. But most of our academic lives became AMCS. I've moved several times throughout my life, and I know how difficult it can be to transition to a different school. That's even more true when switching from high school to college. For one, the university campus is considerably larger than any high school campus I've ever seen. On top of that, Being a student at a university requires a lot more independence than being a high school student. We've had to make our own schedules each semester. Our academic success has rested almost entirely on our own shoulders. I'm not dismissing the help and support we've received from friends, family, and teachers. That has been invaluable to many of us, but we are graduating right now because we chose to take on the challenge. We chose to, and we never gave up. As a group, we've had to handle not one, but two disasters over the past couple of years. Halfway through our junior year, there was the earthquake. That led to a pretty hectic first finals week for a lot of us. Then, with the closing of the Chugiak Eagle River campus, we had to decide whether to continue with middle college. If you're graduating from AMCS right now, I think it's safe to assume that you stuck with it. Now our senior year has been turned upside down thanks to a worldwide pandemic. We've lost a lot of the big senior year experiences. Now all of our classes are online. Some people may love that, while others are probably struggling with it. No matter where you fall, though, you've continued to push yourself. You've continued to study and get your work done, and now we're at the end. While our high school careers haven't been very traditional or easy, each and every one of us has succeeded thanks to our perseverance. Individually and as a group, we faced hardship and we've overcome it. We've dealt with college and chaos these past couple years, and now we can finally say, we did it. We're graduating. Whether you're the kind of person who spent advisory, watching The Office, playing Fortnite, or actually doing your homework and studying, each and every one of us has made it this far. I truly believe, regardless of what the future holds, each of us will continue to make it as long as we continue to not give up.
I hope everyone is enjoying their spring break so far. One thing I never thought I would hear as often as I have this year is, I actually wish we were back in school right now. When I first started writing this speech, I found, like most things, the beginning is always the hardest part. But with that thought, it reminded me of all the beginnings there are in life, and in all of our high school careers. AMCS was one such beginning for all of us. The beginning of college courses, our career paths, and effectively, our futures, before we even really knew it. Over these past 2 years, every one of us discovered what we truly are, high achievers. We may not all be the people who ace every test or get a 1400 on the SAT, but I know that every single day, every single one of us put in the effort to chase our dreams and to succeed. That is what makes us high achievers. We all wanted more and to reach new heights. And that is exactly what we've done in our time here. We are motivated students from all across the ASD, all in one environment, one school, and we've grown stronger together because of it. Another weird thought about our journey is I wouldn't have met many of you, seen you around the halls, or been able to take classes with you if the earthquake last year hadn't happened. Though the Cirque building isn't our home anymore, the opportunity to meet more like-minded students and dedicated staff is invaluable. I know if there is any prominent defining characteristics of the class of 2020, disasters and our resilience because of them seem to fit the bill. We are becoming adults in these interesting times, and we will become equipped and capable because of it. That is the most important beginning we have ever faced. Like being in the starting blocks before the big race, sitting down before the panel, before the big debate, or the first time we got behind the wheel. But this time, it means more. This beginning is also a leap of faith. My motto this year has been full send, and to me, it means doing everything with the journey in mind and optimism about the outcome. Overall, that is the faith part of the leap we are all about to take. All of you need to have confidence in yourselves that you are prepared. I have confidence in all of you. If our senior spotlights are any trend to go by, I know the majority of us are prepared for this leap of faith. We are the hard workers, the high achievers, and the next greatest minds this world will come to know. Thank you to my parents, Chugiak and JROTC, the AMCS staff, and last but not least, the boys. Thank you.
Class of 2020. I know I speak on behalf of all the staff here at AMCS in saying that we desperately wish we could be sharing this special day with you face to face. I wanted to share with you a quote that has become, over the years, a personal mantra for me. It's from a guy named Thomas Merton, who was a Catholic monk, poet, and writer in the mid-20th century. He said this: "Every moment and every event of every man's life on earth plants something in his soul. For just as the wind carries thousands of winged seeds, so each moment brings with it gems of spiritual vitality that come to rest imperceptibly in the minds and wills of men. Most of these unnumbered seeds perish and are lost, because men are not prepared to receive them. For such seeds as these cannot spring up anywhere except in the good soil of freedom, spontaneity, and love." I love this quote because it states something that I think we all intuitively know. Learning, wisdom, and knowledge extend far beyond the classroom. Every moment in life holds the potential to teach us about the nature of life, the power of love, and the depth of our own self. And while I'm sure you've had excellent teachers and professors during your academic career, if I asked you about the most important lessons you've learned thus far, I bet few of them occurred in the classroom. Perhaps some of the most impactful moments of your life happened talking to a loved one, on a hiking trail, on a ski slope, or in the pages of a good book. You see, every moment of life presents for us truth and wisdom, if we have the mindfulness and openness to see it. Personally, I've found many important lessons in the garden. In my early 20s, I decided to plant my first garden, and I had no idea what I was doing. I hastily cultivated some rocky ground, threw a couple bags of manure on the soil, spread a few seeds, and waited and hoped. That first year was full of far more failures than successes, but even those failures taught me much. Since then, I've gotten better at growing vegetables and fruits, but the real reward has come from the sun and the rain and the soil and the metaphors and lessons they contain. So, as an English teacher who loves symbolism and metaphor, I thought the garden would be the ideal place to leave you with some final thoughts before you begin this next season of your life. Perhaps one of the most profound lessons I learned when I began gardening is the importance of good soil. And good soil does not create itself. As a gardener, I have to cultivate the soil, add nutrients to provide a space where the seeds, the bacteria, the fungi, the insects, and other creatures can live harmoniously. We too should endeavor to cultivate minds and hearts that are open and that can thrive in the midst of storms and unexpected events. In that quote I shared with you earlier, Thomas Merton says that only in the good soil of freedom, spontaneity, and love can these seeds of wisdom thrive. And so, how have you cultivated, or will you continue to cultivate, freedom, spontaneity, and love? How have you freed yourself from the external expectations, the self-limiting beliefs, or the infinite shoulds and musts of this life that seek to encumber us? How have you or will you use your freedom to help others and grow a world that is healthier and happier and more peaceful than the one you've inherited? Likewise, how have you embraced spontaneity? Do you have the courage to say yes to adventure, to challenges, and to unexpected paths? Can you fully lose yourself in the moment and find freedom in uncertainty? Do you have the strength to jump feet first and without hesitation when your heart compels you to do so? And what about love? Do you love ferociously as a calling and commitment and not merely a feeling? Do you recognize the ways in which the power of love can transform ourselves and the people around us? And despite a heart that may be battered and bruised, do you have the conviction to continue to love? Ultimately, what I'm trying to say is this: continue to cultivate your minds and hearts. In adulthood, it's so easy to get lost in the weeds and forget what really matters. Just as a garden needs tending, care and tend for yourself. Make your lives a place where joy and adventure and wisdom and love flourish. So today, I want to leave you with a small gift. In your graduation boxes, you'll find a small envelope like this. And with this envelope comes your final assignment. Inside, I've placed 2 items. First, you'll find a handful of wildflower seeds. These are to remind you, as you start this new season of life called adulthood, to sow seeds of kindness, beauty, and joy. Second, you'll find a goat turd. There's a goat turd in your envelope for a couple reasons. First, it's my last chance during your academic career to give you crap. More seriously, it's meant to remind you that sometimes it's the crappiest moments in life that often provide the best opportunities for growth. Your final assignment is this. Place this envelope in your car, your wallet, or your back pocket. This summer, plant these seeds. You can bury the envelope or simply scatter the contents on the ground. Make it a small act of freedom, spontaneity, or love. My hope is that just as these seeds thrive, so will you. Class of 2020, you've been through a lot. Between an earthquake, a building fire, a pandemic, enrollment in college, and the prospects of an uncertain future, you have weathered a lot of challenges. I know I speak for the rest of the AMCS staff when I say that we've been blessed to share in a small part of your lives and your eventful academic careers, and we wish you all the best in this new season. Thank you.
Waiting for the memories of all the places we will see. Reaching out, I'm breathing in the world. And every day ahead of us, remembering the dream we had. Ready for this moment in our lives. We are alright here, right now. We're only young, the best is yet to come. Living in the here and now. We are only young, the best is yet to come. The best is yet to come. Here's to all the people we will meet along the way, and all the love we hope will come on by. In the end, when we look back on all the tears and all the laughs, freedom to be glad to be alive. We are alright here, right now. We're only young, the best is yet to come. Living in the here and now. We are only young, the best is yet to come. The best is yet to come. don't know. Shake the hand of hope and take her with us wherever we go. Wherever we're alright here, right now. We're only young, the best is yet to come. Living in the here and now. We're only young, the best is yet to come. The best is yet to come.
Dr. Bishop, the record of each and every student presented here has been carefully examined. As the principal of the Alaska Middle College School, I verify each one of these students has met the credit requirements for graduation from the Anchorage School District. It is with great pleasure and pride I present to you the members of the Alaska Middle College School Class of 2020.
As Superintendent of the Anchorage School District, I accept the Class of 2020 from the Alaska Middle College. And to the school board, I now present to you AMCS Class of 2020. Congratulations.
On behalf of the Anchorage School District School Board, I proudly accept the Alaska Middle College School UAA Class of 2020. Congratulations.